Can you really trust the manufacturer of your hardware wallet? It's generating your seed phrase for you, and if you store your generational wealth with that seed phrase, with that private key that this device has generated for you, you sure better trust the random generator that's built into these hardware devices. And you know what would happen maybe if they had a backdoor in there that you didn't know. Maybe you're using some closed source software, a ledger, a tangent, something like that, and they could just be sitting on all of your seed phrases. Now this is really, you know, far out there and probably not the case, but if that's something you worry about, I am about to show you a way for you to generate your own seed phrase with your own entropy using dice. And you're rolling random numbers, you're putting all of those numbers together, and with those numbers, they're then going to correspond to BIP39 words in your 12 or 24 word seed phrase. I'm going to show you how to do that with the Coldcard Q. It has basically the program on there to be able to turn those numbers into the words. And then I'm going to show you how to test that using a piece of software, a website. And it's really important to know that the first time you do this, and if you're testing it on a device that is online, like I am going to show you how to do, that then those seed phrases that you've generated are burnt. You will not use those. You should not use those because you have now created them on something offline and you're verifying that they're the same, that there isn't some malicious thing going on within this device that is giving you certain words when it shouldn't. And you're verifying that with a source that is online. And because of that, that seed phrase is now compromised. So you only do that the first time to validate that there's nothing going on funny with your initial generation. And then you do it again and you don't validate those online because you know that the Coldcard is being truthful with its conversion of your dice entry and its conversion into the BIP39 seed phrase. If that all sounds good, we'll get started. First, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Forrest Hodel and I'm a Bitcoin educator, and I do one-on-one coaching sessions for anybody that needs a little bit of extra help with their Bitcoin best practices, security, and anything that you might have questions with. You can book a session with me and the link for that is in the description below. If you already have a wallet on here and you are ready to not use it, you've moved all the Bitcoin off of it, or you haven't used it yet or anything like that, and you're ready to set up a dice derived seed phrase, we're going to go all the way down to advanced/tools. We're going to go to the bottom of this to danger zone, and we're going to press enter. Whoa, there's a little bit of a lag on this. We're going to press enter here. We're going to go to seed functions, destroy seed, and it's going to ask, are we sure? And we're going to press enter. And then it's going to ask, are we really sure? And if you press enter, it's going to abort because you need to press 4. So scroll down to see which number you need to press, and then you press 4, and it will now erase the seed off of the stored data on this Coldcard. So you're ready with a fresh new wallet, and it's just going to restart. You still have your PIN. So if that PIN is something you don't want to have anymore either, you will have to get rid of that or change that within Coldcard as well. So let's set up a new seed phrase here. We'll go to new seed words, and then you go to advanced. And right now I'm just going to do a 12-word dice roll, but you can also do a 24 here. So I've rolled 50 dice to do a 12-word dice roll, and you can roll 100 dice to do a 24-word dice roll. So now we just enter the 1, 6 for each dice roll to mix in. So I'm just going to start by adding each number. Okay, and then I'm going to press enter. Okay, so now I have my 12 words that it's generated from all these inputs, and we'll just write those down as well. So now we just press enter, And we have a Seedphrase wallet here. We could add a passphrase to this, of course, and this has been generated not from the random number generator built into the Coldcard, but by dice rolls. We are going to use the site bitcoiner.guide/seed to double check our seed phrase here. We're going to scroll down to seed generation input. We're going to click the dice right here, and then we're going to enter all of the digits that we rolled with our dice. So let's do that now. Okay, from there we can scroll down. And right here is our BIP39 word seed phrase, and we can directly compare it. So if we look at our page here, it's exactly the same. So what we now know is that our Coldcard is not tricking us. So there's nothing wrong with the entropy calculator, the creating 12 words from dice with the Coldcard. So that is now something that we can do for real. So we just do the half of this video again to actually generate our keys, and we do not type in our entropy into a site like this again for the wallet that we're actually going to use. I also have a bunch of other links in the description that are super helpful for all sorts of Bitcoiners. I have Bitcoin Well Exchange, so if you sign up for that, you get free Bitcoin. There's the Start9 node, you can get 5% off using my code BNC. There's the Stampseed kit, which is a really good way to preserve your seed phrase, and there's a 15% off discount link for that one. So check out all that stuff. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Bitcoin, Not Crypto.